Yo, what up, fam? I had a much more coherent rant about capitalism this, this morning. And it's funny, I'm not anti capitalist. Um, I'm like, I was gonna like upload it unlisted and then link to it below, but for like, that'll be another video that just gone for the ages. Maybe. If one person requests it, I will upload it and put it in tomorrow's video. Um, but really, it's all triggering issues, black issues. Like, I mean, if you're not black, maybe you probably don't know. But I can't even remember what I said in the video I uploaded yesterday versus all the different rants I've done to myself now. But today I learned, for example, that I don't think New York has released its race data yet. But if I remember accurately, Louisiana, 80% of the deaths there have been African Americans. I'm guessing mostly men. But I mean, either way, it sucks. And also, well, it's 70% deaths, but then the state is the African Americans only make up 30% of the state, and then you have similar stats in Michigan and some other places, and then you have the whole thing with the voting in Milwaukee, and it's really, I'm not trying to hate on capitalism. Like capitalism has done a lot of good, and I don't know that there is an historical system that I would roll back to. All the flaws, within capitalism, communism as a means of, just managing resources is not great. But there's just this broader issue of African Americans, and it's not just African Americans, people of all kinds of colors and races and demographics, and to be honest, even white people. um it's just interesting living in the time we live in, where you have a country like the US, which has leveraged democracy and capitalism to create great wealth. But then you still have so many segments of the United States that don't really get to benefit from the wealth that's generated. Now, this gets into conversations about governments and taxes, and it's complex for sure, but there is definitely something broken. And I suppose, especially watching the whole COVID-19 thing unfold from Taiwan, where all is well. Everybody's wearing masks. I went and ate at Sushi Express today. Still going to restaurants, running the mountains. Schools are open. And watching. I mean, it's interesting. Capitalists do not want the economy to shut down, but somehow capitalists have really dropped the ball on preventing this the economy from getting jacked up. Like Trump is the ultimate capitalist in many ways. Yeah, it's just interesting. The whole COVID-19 thing is really just exposing a lot of flaws that I hope a lot of people end up dedicating, mind and financial resources to being like, how can it not, more than just like, oh, let's be prepared the next time there's a pandemic, like, oh, let's address all of these other issues that have clearly exposed themselves, like, for example, African Americans dying at a higher rate, and they're dying at that higher rate because of a, 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 a lack of a lot of things. Anyhow, I'll leave it there. This ramble, more than a rant, is shorter than the other one I filmed by half. So that's good, I guess, if I'm counting that way. Anyhow, love you guys. Peace. I'll just leave it there.